I know I'm in another video. I told you I was going to do a Chanel video. We are watching Don't Let Him In, He's a Demon. What's it say?
The man in white.
Alright, react to it.
Let's start reacting. We'll tell you
They
all
can't
about
help you.
reacting at the end.
No one can.
Hey, I'm Sapphire. Want to hear something scary? When Tanya sent this story to me, the power went out in her house. But that didn't surprise her. Whenever she tells people of this experience, strange things tend to happen. Hopefully nothing will while I share her story. 2 years ago, Lee, Tanya's now husband and then boyfriend, was a frequent house sitter for a very nice but slightly off family. They owned their own business and were out of town frequently for work. Their house was very minimalistic, aside from a few rather outlandish decorations, like a giant red ram statue and a set of antlers wrapped in rope. Before leaving the house to Lee, they would always remind him to never go in their son's room. One day, when he was house-sitting, he found a peculiar mask on the countertop. It was a white goat skeleton head with sharp teeth and an upside-down pentagram on its head. It made him feel uneasy, so he told Tanya about it that night, but she told him it was probably just a Halloween costume, since it was October. Another time when Lee was house-sitting, Tanya and their corgi joined him. Lee went to the gym, leaving Tanya and the dog to play in the house on their own. Tanya threw a ball, but it stopped midair and dropped suddenly. Tanya was stunned. She threw the ball again, and it stopped in the same spot. Her dog began growling and wouldn't stop until Lee came back home. A few nights later, while Tanya was sleeping alone in her apartment, she suddenly found herself inside that house.
Wow.
There was a man in a white suit, casually leaning against the wall. He was incredibly handsome, but frightening at the same time, a dark aura surrounding his charming and intoxicating smile. Tanya had never seen this man before, but knew exactly who he was. But how? How was she seeing something that she didn't even believe in?
I've been waiting for you. You're going to join me, aren't you?
No, never! He cocked his head back in laughter, and suddenly they were in her parents' bedroom. Tanya started screaming, trying anything to get her parents' attention.
They can't help you. No one can.
Now they were in front of her sleeping boyfriend. Tanya tried in vain again to get him to wake up, but he couldn't hear her. Then her cat slinked toward the man, hissing and baring its teeth. It was protecting her. Tanya woke up. She was back in her bedroom, gasping for air. She immediately called Lee to come over. Together, they drove to her parents' house because Tanya did not want to stay in her apartment. When her parents answered the door, Tanya's eyes widened. They were wearing the exact same clothes that they were wearing in her dream. She told them about what had just happened, and her parents exchanged a worried look. It was only a matter of time, her mom said. Everyone in our family at some point has had the same dream. It's the devil testing our faith,
What?
and he is now after you. You're the only agnostic in our family and the only non-confirmed Catholic, and he probably thinks you're an easy target. Tanya, don't let him in. The next day, they called a priest who blessed her apartment. And while Tanya hasn't had another visit from the man in the white suit since, she still feels like something evil is still following her. Her blanket would be yanked off of her while she slept at night, and her healthy corgi and cat had both died shortly after, of unknown causes. Tanya used to think her family was just trying to scare her with their stories about demons. And while this experience hasn't convinced her to be baptized, it definitely changed her. A very special thank you to Tanya for sharing this story with me. Like this video if it gave you the chills. And don't forget to subscribe to Snarls and our sister channels Hissyfit and Slaytrix. If you or anyone you know have any unique paranormal experiences, send me a message on Instagram and I might feature your story. And if you dare to follow me, my links are in the description below. Until next time, sweet dreams.
I'll come. Or we could make a video in my house.
Me and her.
Yeah, we'll make a video in my house maybe. So, peace out.
Bye. Bye, don't cry.